Hello, and welcome to another vlog. Today is Giving Tuesday, so I encourage everyone watching this video to make a donation to their favorite charity. Not only that, but this coming Monday is International Day of Persons with Disabilities, and I will be hosting a bowling party in Bridgewater to mark the occasion. Anyway, continuing with the topic of giving, I thought I'd spend the duration of today's vlog talking a little bit about the Children's Wish Foundation. More specifically, I'd like to talk about our family trip to Disney World, which was organized by the Wish Foundation. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Wish Foundation is a charity that grants wishes to children with life-threatening disabilities and health conditions. And the reason they do this is to help these children feel like normal kids and to get their mind off treatments and things like that. And the reason I was given a wish is because growing up, I had Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and I still have Duchenne muscular dystrophy, which is considered a life-threatening health condition. And growing up, there were a lot of challenges that I dealt with that most children didn't have to worry about. So I was granted a wish to kind of help take my mind off some of those things. So it all started in the summer of 2001 when I received a call from the Wish Foundation, thanks in part to my grandmother, and they asked me what I wanted to wish for. And without missing a beat, I told them I wanted to go to Disney World. Growing up, this was a place that I always wanted to go to, and I jumped at the opportunity to actually go there. So fast forward to November 2001, and we're on our way to Orlando. Now, this was shortly after the September 11th terror attacks, so that made things a little scary, especially for a 9-year-old who didn't really understand what was going on and was about to fly on a plane for the first time. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about what we did on each day of the trip and what some of the highlights were. So the first day of the trip, which was a Saturday, we flew to Orlando and we got settled in at the resort. There's really not much else to say. But the next day, Sunday, is when the real fun began. This was the day that we spent mainly at Epcot, which, for those of you who don't know, is Disney's science-themed park. And there's a lot to see and do there. We got to check out some cool science exhibits. We got to go on some rides. We checked out the country pavilions. Canada House was my favorite. And we concluded the day with an amazing display of fireworks. The next day, we headed over to Animal Kingdom, which, as the name suggests, is Disney's jungle-themed park. And there we got to see some animals, we got to go on some more rides, and a safari, and yet again we concluded the day with some fireworks. Now, day 3, a Tuesday, was the day that we headed over to Magic Kingdom, or as I like to call it, Disney proper. This is the park that most people think of when they think of Disney World. It's the one with the big castle. And of all the Disney parks, this is definitely the best one. We went there, we got to go on some rides, we ate some delicious food, we got to see the parade, and best part of all, we got to meet Mickey and the gang. Every child's dream. And yes, I did get Mickey's autograph, and I still have that. And of course, we concluded the day with, you guessed it, more fireworks. Of course, the fireworks display at Magic Kingdom was even better than the fireworks at Epcot and Animal Kingdom combined, as you can imagine. Now, the next day was a Wednesday, and that was actually our day off. So we spent most of the day just staying at the resort, but that evening we decided that we'd head over to downtown Disney and Legoland because both of those parks have free admission. So we got there, we had a bite to eat at the Planet Hollywood restaurant, and then we headed over to Legoland and played with Lego. Lots and lots of Lego. That was really the best part of that day, was just getting to build things out of Lego and seeing all the Lego displays that are at the park. There's some really amazing Lego structures there. Anyway, on Thursday, we left Disney and we headed over to SeaWorld. Now, I know in recent years there's been a lot of controversy surrounding parks such as SeaWorld and other aquatic parks like that, but keep in mind that this trip took place 17 years ago, so a lot has changed since then. Anyway, we got to see some marine life and we got to go on some rides. And then the next day, which was a Friday, we concluded our adventure with a trip to Universal Studios. Now, we got to be in the audience for the taping of a game show. We got to go on some more rides and do some other fun activities. And then at the end of the day, we concluded it with a trip to Seuss Land for the grand opening of the Grinch exhibit. And to this day, we are convinced that the man in the suit was Jim Carrey himself. So, Jim, if you're watching and that was you in the suit, please give us a shout out. Anyway, the next day, Saturday, we hopped back on the plane and we flew back to Nova Scotia with memories that would no doubt last a lifetime. And all in all, we really enjoyed the trip. Um, and it was very memorable. And if given the chance, I would definitely go back as an adult because, like they say, Disney World is the place where dreams are made. And, based on my experience, I can attest that that is true. And being granted a trip like that by a charity such as the Wish Foundation was, you know, just a great experience. And I'm very grateful that they did that for us. It really helped take my mind off some of the challenges that I faced growing up in relation to my Duchenne muscular dystrophy. So that was really good. And the reason I brought this up is because the Wish Foundation, like most charities, depends heavily on people's donations to continue to operate. So I'm hoping that today, Giving Tuesday, um, everyone watching this will make a donation to one of their favorite charities, monetary or otherwise. Doesn't have to be the Bush Foundation. It could be whatever charity you want to support. And like I said, doesn't have to be a monetary donation. Even donating something to the food bank. Just make a donation of some sort or lend someone a helping hand. Just do something to really commemorate the occasion. Because that's what Giving Tuesday is all about. Anyway, now I'd like to change topics a little bit and talk about this week's theme, which is organ donation. Specifically, I want to talk about the importance of organ donation and why you should think about becoming an organ donor. So, the reason why organ donation is so important is because it can just help so many people. There's probably a child out there right now with leukemia who's waiting for a much needed bone marrow transplant, or an elderly person with kidney failure who is in desperate need of a new kidney. There's just so many health conditions that can be treated through organ donation, from heart disease to kidney failure to cancer, and the list goes on and on and on. And that's because there's so many different types of organ donation. There's so many different organs that can be donated, organs and tissues that can be donated. You can donate your blood, bones, bone marrow, corneas, connective tissue, hearts, lung, livers, kidneys, pancreas, small bowel. You can even donate your skin and your middle ear. And because of this, there's just so many health conditions that can be treated using organ donation. And it's for all of these reasons and more that I plan to become an organ donor. And I encourage everyone watching this video to consider doing the same. The thing is, you don't even need to, you can still donate organs while you're living. Your liver and your kidneys in particular. This is because your liver can regenerate and you can survive with one kidney. So because of that, you can donate part of your liver or one of your kidneys to another person while you are still living. And because of that, organ donation can literally save someone's life. And anyone who's paid attention to science news in recent years will know that they've made a lot of progress when it comes to growing human tissues and organs in a lab setting, and they're making more and more progress on that each and every day. So there will be a day when organ donation is no longer needed. But until then, organ donation is a great way to save a life. Anyway, on Thursday, I'll be releasing a video which I talk more about what organ donation is. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button if you want to see that video. And of course, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And as always, if you enjoyed today's vlog and you want to see more videos like this one, then please support me on Patreon. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you on Thursday.